Whew. Oh. That was a mistake. One of the most exciting things about moving to Tennessee was growing things in a hotter climate, specifically spicy peppers. I have always been obsessed with extremely spicy food, and that was accentuated living in Asia. So today we're gonna make some hot sauce.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace.
First things first, just gonna get some little glovies. These are ghost peppers that I grew in my garden here, and we're just basically gonna take off the tops and, get rid of a couple of seeds. I'm wearing gloves because this will literally, they're so spicy, they will burn your skin. Pro tip, always keep a little compost bucket there so you don't have to make a whole bunch of trips to the trash can. We are going to just basically top these and then put them into the food processor. This is probably one of the easiest fermented foods that you could make. I actually maced myself the last time that I made fermented hot sauce, and it was quite horrible. But I wanted some milk to pour in my eyes because they were literally being burned off. But Adam he didn't want to waste any, so he only brought me a teaspoon, and I went blind. So the ghost peppers are going to add a ton of spice, but to actually just give it a little bit more body and oomph, I'm gonna use a bunch of these jalapenos because we have them. Gives us a little bit of extra meat to work with there. We'll put in some garlic. I'm putting the peppers and the ginger into the food processor so I can take off the gloves and then prepare the rest of the stuff. You can also do this in a blender if you don't have a food processor. But if you don't have a food processor, you should start looking on Marketplace or anywhere that you can get one used. I just made a huge mistake. Oh no! Well, we'll peel some ginger to put in there. I'm actually not super fastidious with my peeling anyway because really it's time consuming and it's really not gonna hurt that much if it gets in there. This hot sauce is gonna be so spicy you're not gonna be able to eat it anyway, so no real reason to try to make it yummy. Anytime I'm in the kitchen, another pro tip, I think about how long whatever it is that I'm doing is gonna take, and I think about other tasks that I could do simultaneously. So I've got some chicken stock, then I was doing a little prep for some pasta sauce or some pizza sauce that I'm making here. Two great projects to have going in the background because they don't need any attention. Pretty much anything in this is complete arbitrary amounts too, I should mention. Put those in there. We need a little salt, a little sugar. Whew, oh my gosh. Process it down until it kind of is chopped up scientifically. Whew. Oh. That was a mistake. Oh my gosh. Good night. Give that a wide girth, something. I said that this is probably one of the easiest fermentations you can do because literally all we're gonna do now is put it into this bowl, cover the bowl, and then just stir it every day. I wonder if this is gonna melt my glove. I wanna make sure that this is kind of pressed down. We don't want tons of air pockets. That's now a chemical hazard. Here's the finishing touch for our hot sauce. Then put it in a cool, dark place. And now we put her to bed for a few days. Well, one day, and then we'll stir it tomorrow. Be good. Don't spill. After stirring the pepper paste every day or so for the last week, it is finally ready to taste test. If I like it, then we're gonna just bottle it up. And before I put my life in danger, if you're enjoying my content, make sure that you subscribe, click the notifications, like, comment, share it with your friends. Ooh, it's actually, should have learned my lesson about that the last time. You just wanna stir it and kind of fold it. Generally, you taste the ferment to see how it's going each day. But I have been afraid to taste it because I know the way that it feels when I smell it. So I can't imagine that putting it in my mouth is a very good idea, but here goes nothing. It's like burning my eyes just by putting the spoon close to my face. That's not enjoyable. It's really good. Everything's fine. It's very yummy and not at all spicy. My spice tolerance has not been challenged. And it's delicious. So I'll just put that. When I first got a job at a restaurant when I was 13, one of the cooks thought it would be funny to give me a spoonful of habanero flakes, and this feels like that. It's not actually a poignant memory, it's just that I'm crying because of the pepper. It's fine, I'm fine. It's delicious. Totally edible, no problem. Use that recipe every time. Excuse me for just a quick minute. I'm very tough, all right? I'm very tough. It's not spicy and I'm fine. Don't judge me. Let me just tell you, fermented hot sauce and ice cream is a great combination. I'm going to put some of this just in a jar to be spooned upon some unsuspecting victims' food. Aside from being slightly akin to hellfire, it does have a nice flavor. But this one I'm going to turn into actual hot sauce. So we're just gonna add in some white wine vinegar, and then we'll blend that into a nice little sauce. Great, great, great. That just is a treat for the nostrils. If you're looking for the recipe for this fermented hot sauce, maybe with a few less pepper seeds and ghost peppers included, or maybe with this exact amount, make sure you head on over to my Squarespace website to check that out. I've been using Squarespace to host my website since 2012 when I started my business. If you have a portfolio of your work that you would like to show potential clients, or if you have your own hottest hot sauce recipe that you'd like to share with the world, Squarespace is a fantastic place to do that. It is a great place for people who aren't super tech savvy, like me, to be able to take whatever they want to put out there in the world and drag and drop it into beautiful artist designed templates. When you're ready to start your own website, go to squarespace.com, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/AnnaBallTrades for a 10% discount. So here we've got our finished hot sauce. This is ready to go on anything that you want to absolutely ruin. But I'm waiting to get a little pop top bottle to put it in. So I'm just going to leave it out with this little fermentation lid on it. See what happens if it gets a little older. This is ready to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the lid on it and put it in the fridge. You can take a little spoon, put it on a rice bowl, put it in your pho or your soup base. It's going to add an insane kick, so don't overdo it. Obviously, if you use less ghost peppers and less seeds, you won't have such a kick to begin with. As far as growing the hottest peppers to make the hottest hot sauce I had ever made, I definitely succeeded this year, almost to a fault. If you like this video, I have tons more like it. I will see you in the next video. Cheers.